we are going to go from this to this, building a great out-feed assembly table on wheels.
Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead and give away a shirt. Not this one. This one. It's a keeper. We'll be giving these away because they are a conversation starter. If you only read IL2BS, I like to BS, it does start a conversation sometimes. But if you look around it, it says, I like to build stuff. And we hope you enjoy it, and we're glad to do this for you. Okay, what do you have to do to win this shirt? It's simple. All you have to do is like this video, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Good time to do that. Along with adding a comment. Then we'll do a drawing after we get 250 likes. Then when we get 500 likes. And then when we get 750 likes. And then when we get, you get what I'm saying. So remember, all you have to do is thumbs up on this video. We sure appreciate that. Give a comment. That's what we pull the drawing off of. So make sure that you do comment and make sure that you are subscribed. So let's go ahead and get back to the video.
First, we can start rough cutting lumber, leaving it long to trim down after milling. Always checking the length on the plants. Milling the lumber is next, taking it down to square edges. If you need to know the proper way to mill dimensional lumber, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when that video comes out. I'll mill the post down to 3 1/4 inch square and the 2x4s down to 1 3/8 by 3 1/8 inch. Marking out the notches to be cut. I will use an actual cross piece to mark it out. Either individually or by ganging them up to mark all the posts at once. Here is the layout on all posts, but remember that the top and bottom on the corner posts get milled on 2 edges. These are the 2 longer center posts that only get notched like half laps, as you will see shortly. Use one of the rails to mark out the ends like this. Remember, this is just a layout to keep you organized, and you will want to creep up on the cuts to get the right depth and width. Once the dog holes are drilled, it's time to get the notches cut out.
Okay, one thing you want to do for sure is to make sure that you have everything set the right way, because these are going to be opposite from this side. So once you do, and you know that this is going to be cut here, this is going to be cut here, this is going to be the front. We know this is the front. Same with this one, because it's opposite this one. So you're going to have the stretchers going across and into the grooves there. So this is going to be front. The reason I say this is I'm going to go ahead and put dog holes in here on the front 3. So this way, you know, that's going to set it up. It's kind of keeping everything organized. So make sure you do that. You mark it, then go ahead and you can mark out your holes and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and get those marked out, and then we'll get them drilled.
There are a number of ways to do this, from using a stacked dado to hog out some material. Keep test fitting pieces. You want them flush at the ends and face. Next, you can use a single blade for the initial cuts like this. Then you can use a bandsaw to cut the rest of an open notch. This is a center post, and you are going to cut out notches like half laps with these, so doing it on a table saw works great, but you can also use a circular saw or radial arm saw to get it done. This is where you want a snug fit, but not so tight you will squeeze all the glue out. Now that we got all the notching done, it's time to do a little sanding. I am using 150 grit here.
Hey guys, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take the top rail that's going this way. The dog holes will be on this side. So the face of it, okay, the front, I should say. We're going to go ahead and embed a T-track, just so we'll have clamping on the side to go to the dog holes beneath. Just so you have these on there, you put panels, you put whatever up, vertically. We'll go ahead and get this lined up, and I'm going to go ahead and use the table saw to make this groove just for the length of it. It'd be easy to do it with a router also, but I like using the table saw for things like this. You just get a lot better cut, if you ask me. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do when I get to installing this, I've tried to level out the table as much as I could to get this so it's as level as possible. Now I've marked the centers where this has to go and this has to go. But what I'll do is I'll start in one corner and make sure that is square. I can go to the next corner, make sure that is square. Then we can set the centerpiece in. So let's go ahead and start that. Alright, let's go and check this one more time. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set the other side. Now, normally I wouldn't need any nails or anything like that for this, but chances are I'll probably pin it later with some dowels or something like that. But the glue is going to be just good enough. Glues are great nowadays. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go get the other side done.
You will see me checking for square a lot. It will help you fit everything together much easier. Once I get the sides done, it's time to install the cross members. Put a good amount of glue to these pieces. Having a cross section like this makes for an amazingly strong joint. Using the pocket hole on the inner cross pieces. Marking the center instead of an edge works best for me. These are the wheels I like to use. They have the level adjusters that just move the wheels out of the way when set. I like using these levelers for the low cost and just a way to make sure no sagging happens over time in the middle. Using a self-centering drill bit, I pre-drill the screw holes. Remember, I will list everything used in the description area and where to get it. Also, please comment and let me know how I'm doing or what you would like the community to know. I used 1/4-inch lag screws to mount the casters after pre-drilling. Okay, now that I got it all set, I got the stretchers across the top. We're going to go ahead and put a shelf down here. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, is how am I going to get the shelf down there? There's two ways of doing it. You can cut it in half, put it through, but I made this and designed it wide enough so you can go ahead and slide it through diagonally, and it'll go down into it. But first we need to add a lathe which can be cut in strips of 3/4 plywood or solid stock. It's just to have a place to rest the plywood shelf. As you can see, the cross members are cut 3/4 of an inch narrower to accommodate the shelf. Lift it up a little bit. There we go.
Yeah. Whoop.
That works.
Yeah, it works.
Here's where you get the wife screwing around in the shop. Get it.
Okay, everybody, here's that top I was talking about. I tell you what, this is amazing how nice this is. Now, my word of advice on this is make sure that you keep this in the plastic if it's going to be sitting a while or if you have a humid climate. Otherwise, it could cause this to cup a little bit and so forth, become warped up a little bit. So keep it in this plastic until you're ready to work with it, and then you can get it sealed on both sides. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out of here, and then we're going to start drilling our dog holes. Well, we'll get it set up first, but I'll show you all that here in just a second. Okay, another thing is it's supposed to be 39 inches, which it is widthwise, by 6 foot, which it is actually comes at 6 foot 2 inches. So 74 inches. It gave me 2 inches more than I needed. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it on here. I'm just going to let it hang off the sides. Okay, now when I'm laying out for dog holes, I don't need any of the jigs and so forth, specialty tools. If you just do a real good job of lining them out, you know, you're going to have them pretty dead on. So I'm making my grid, and at each point I'll go ahead and put a divot, just so the drill bit will go right into that divot so it doesn't flare off any. So that'll keep it nice and straight. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and use this with the 3/4 inch drill bit. So I'm going to use this. I have this set so it'll go through the top and only the point will come out the bottom. Then I'll flip it over and finish the cut from this side. That's just so I don't have a blowout or anything like that. So I'll go ahead and finish my hole pattern, which is going to be roughly 8 inch on center. I don't need to go any smaller. I mean, that's just more holes. But I like 8 inch on center because I can make jigs that'll fit everything to what I need to work those dog holes for. So I got everything lined out. I checked from this one to that one, 4 corners, making sure that it is square to this. So everything looks good. Putting dimple holes in it at each intersection so the bit doesn't wander off. And we'll go ahead and get these drilled.
After drilling all the dog holes, it will put a slight chamfer on all of them to give it a nice look and no fuzzies. To seal the top, I put on 3 coats of Danish oil, and after it's completely dry, I rub in a couple coats of paste wax.
Okay, next up, I'm going to show you how I attach the tabletop to the table. Okay, because this is butcher block, it's going to expand this way more than it is this way. So, well, any wood actually. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these screws here. I'll countersink on the edges. I don't think I need any in the field whatsoever, but just on the edge. But I do need it this side to stay straight. Right here, never move. So we do this. I'm not going to give it any relief. On this side, I'll go ahead and countersink, but I'm going to go ahead and leave the hole diameter larger than that so it has room to expand and contract. So it'll hold it down, it'll let it move, but it won't let this edge move.
which is what I really need on this side. This is your pretty much your work side, your work face. I will install the side T-track here for vertical lockdowns along with future fixtures that can mount to it. Use your imagination to all the things you are going to be able to do with this assembly table. All right, there you go, guys. This is going to be a modular type workbench outfeed table. As such as we're going to build compartments underneath to house other things in upcoming videos. But this is going to get you just a really nice bench that you're always going to have. It'll last you a lifetime if you take care of it, of course. Gives you the chance to put vertical panels here, lock them down with T-track, and you're trying to edge them or if you're trying to plane them, this will work great for you. So you get the dog holes on this side that you can play with. You can do whatever you want. T-track right here, which we have I got some planned coming up to hook onto this for other operations that you may want to do in the future. Okay, everybody. Hey, as I said, this is a great community and I appreciate you guys watching. If you could hit that like button for me, it helps out the channel a lot. And if you're not subscribed, this would be a great time to subscribe and hit that bell notification. It's just going to notify you whenever I put another video out. And please comment. Those are the 3 things. And you can do that on all the woodworkers channels. It helps us out a bunch. I do appreciate it. Let me go and get this set up. I'll see you on the next one.